Before there were humans, there were rainforests. Before there were countries, there were stewards of the land. And they are still there, or shall we say, still here, carrying stories, memory, and a way of life that honors Earth.
We are not here to speak for the forest. We are here because the forest is speaking to all of us. And for too long, we've forgotten how to listen.
17 years ago, Rainforest Partnership was born with one truth. Those who live in the rainforest already know how to protect it. Our work has always been to walk alongside them.
But walking quietly wasn't enough. Not while ancient forests fall. Not while the lungs of our planet are gasping.
That's why we launched World Rainforest Day. Not just as a holiday, but as a celebration, as a heartbeat, a global drumbeat, sounding and rising across all corners of the world.
This year, we rise as planet walkers, together. From the Amazon to Borneo, from the plains of Kenya to the mountains of China.
We walk with scientists, students, Indigenous leaders, urban youth, and really every one of you. This movement is global, but it's also deeply personal, because to walk with the forest is to remember who we are.
We walk not for appearance, we walk to remember. We walk because rainforests aren't just trees. They are temples, teachers, the great breath of balance.
This live stream we bring to you is not just entertainment. It's an embodiment of our shared love for our forests and our planet.
To the forest communities who lead this movement, thank you. To our partners, supporters, and dreamers, thank you for showing up. And to the forests, thank you for still giving.
Because when we honor the rainforests, we honor ancient knowledge, Indigenous knowledge, and we honor our true nature. Because this isn't just about preservation, it's about presence. It's about showing up in unity and in love.
So walk with us. Today, we walk as one. We walk together. This is our movement, our moment. We wish you a happy World Rainforest Day. We hope you feel the power of connection as you step into the Planet Walkers live stream.
Welcome to the forests from around the world.
Let us make this the beginning, a beginning of deeper connection, shared action, and lasting care.
Because this movement begins today. It walks forward with every one of us. Happy World Rainforest Day.
Without forest, without trees, no life will continue.
Imagine a place where you can see the entire restoration movement, where you can engage with just the click of a button. We see a world where every action can have a positive impact on nature. Welcome to Restore.
Aquí están mamadero, como aquí pueden escuchar el sonido de watting y de coco. Y también muchas aves están aquí cantando, están divirtiendo en el bosque. y también los peces que están aquí dentro del agua y todos los árboles que están algunos, todos los árboles que son medicinales para el bien de nosotros, frutas, hay medicinas que nosotros nos podemos curarnos y gracias. ¿Escuchan, chicos, los sonidos de la naturaleza? ¿Qué nomás escuchan?
Las aves. Las aves.
Bueno, chicos, por eso es muy importante la selva donde nosotros habitamos. De igual manera están diferentes seres vivos como los insectos, desde los más pequeñitos hasta los más grandes. Entonces los sonidos de la naturaleza a nosotros nos brinda energía, nos motiva a que nosotros cuando ingresamos al bosque sin permiso, en ocasiones la naturaleza nos da las energías positivas y negativas. Ustedes saben muy bien de eso, ¿verdad? Sus padres hayan contado sobre eso en el bosque, de los espíritus. Entonces hay que tener mucho cuidado. Por eso es importante cuidar, preservar el medio ambiente, el bosque, los recursos que nosotros tenemos, como el agua, los lagos, los riachuelos, la selva en sí, los árboles, las aves, todos son importantes. Entonces, si nosotros no cuidamos, ¿qué va a pasar en el futuro? No lo vamos a tener. Entonces, por eso es importante, chicos, que ustedes sean conscientes, compartan con su familia, con sus hermanos, de por qué es importante cuidar y conservar el bosque en realidad en diferentes sectores, no solo aquí, en diferentes partes del mundo se celebra este día tan importante. De esto nosotros vivimos, ¿sí? Buenos días, mi nombre es Yoginies. En este día estoy compartiendo este pequeño video para todos los amigos del mundo que nos ven. Un saludo muy especial desde la Amazonía ecuatoriana. Soy parte del equipo RP. En este día estoy compartiendo los sonidos de la naturaleza que podemos escuchar desde los insectos, aves, mamíferos, entre otros. Para nosotros es muy importante proteger y cuidar el bosque, ya que en ello vivimos día a día. Aquí tenemos nuestros alimentos, frutas, medicina, es nuestra farmacia de la selva. Nosotros compartimos con los árboles ya que nos transmiten energías muy positivas para seguir adelante luchando, conservando el medio ambiente. Buenos días, mi nombre es Yoginies. En este día estoy compartiendo este pequeño video desde lo más profundo de la Amazonía ecuatoriana, donde se puede escuchar los sonidos de la naturaleza. Para nosotros es muy importante cuidar y proteger el bosque. El bosque es nuestra casa. Aquí en el bosque podemos encontrar nuestro alimento. Aquí podemos encontrar medicinas. Es nuestra farmacia. Buenos días, un saludo muy especial para todos los amigos del mundo. En este día estoy compartiendo una caminata en el bosque, donde se puede encontrar las diferentes especies de plantas, escuchar los sonidos de insectos, aves, entre otros. Me encuentro junto a este árbol gigante. Este árbol nos transmite energías positivas cuando lo pedimos de la mejor manera. Lo puedo sentir en este momento. También se puede escuchar muy cerca el sonido de las loras. y muchos insectos aquí alrededor. Para nosotros es muy importante cuidar y proteger nuestros recursos naturales que tenemos en el bosque.
In the heart of the rainforest, the lines between land and water blur. Beneath the emerald ceiling of the canopy, the forest floor tells many stories. What appears dry at first glance, scattered with fallen leaves and roots, can, with a shift in the season or the hush of the dawn rain, become soft and yielding. The forest breathes moisture. The dry gives way to damp, then to muck, and finally into shallow pools of still tannin-darkened water. In the peat swamp forest, transformation is not a moment. It's a constant. The land becomes water, and the water becomes land. Rooted trees seem to float, their limbs balancing on tangled aerial roots, adapted to survive where solid ground is an illusion. As we continue our journey upriver, the world around us begins to stir. Dark tributaries unfold into broader channels, and the Blackwater rivers deepen, winding their way like veins through a forest. These rivers are not merely routes, they are lifelines. Everything in the forest converges upon them. Closer to the surface, the boundaries dissolve even more. The riverbank, if it can be called that, is a mosaic of submerged roots and floating vegetation. There are no clean edges here, only a shifting web of pathways for fish fry and crustaceans seeking refuge and nourishment in the rich organic stew of the swamp. From the dense canopy above, flashes of movement signal our silent companions. Troops of long-tailed macaques and proboscis monkeys leap from branch to branch, often pausing to peer down at our passing boat. The air may echo with the far-off calls of red languors or the sudden crashing of leaves of a young male swinging into view. And sometimes, if we're lucky or quiet enough, we may catch the sight of a solitary figure, and orangutan, auburn and majestic, easing her way through the branches that overhang the river. She may pause at a fruiting tree or reach down towards the forest edge to inspect the world of water below. We pass mats of river weeds, broad, buoyant, and sun-dappled. Some lie flattened, pressed into shapes that tell of an earlier visitor. Crocodiles. The great saltwater crocodiles rest here in the sun, motionless and ancient. And with them, their lesser-known cousins, the slender-snouted false gharials, whose ghost-like presence adds a quiet tension to the beauty. Every inch of the river, from its deepest bend to its weedy margins, pulse with life. And yet, it all feels strangely still, timeless, reflective. Here, in this place where the forest becomes water, and water becomes forest, we are reminded nature does not draw hard lines. It flows, it pulses, it weaves everything together, seen and unseen, in a quiet choreography older than memory. And as we drift forward, we are not just observers, we're part of this living story. A story written in shadows and reflections, in silence and song, in the ever-moving waters of the rainforest.
Guys, look at this. This is such a beautiful environment. I grew up in this similar environment at a place called Ngarindari. As I mentioned earlier, Ngarindari is a government reserve forest that is now well managed by Ngarindari Trust and Ngarindari community. Growing up in that area, it used to be a very, in general, it was a life-supporting place. But back in the days, I see people cutting logs, including myself, when I didn't understand like what is the environment. But after I came to Lewa, I went to school, then I got interested with so much with the environment and nature, and I was one of those pioneers who would go to the communities and talk about environmental preservation, preserving our own forests, because forests support life. That's why I like forests. My family moved to that place in the 80s. When I was a very bad drought in Kenya, we moved in there, and from what I understood, we moved to a safe haven. And it was simply because of that forest, Ngarindari Forest. I'm so passionate about it because that is where I grew up. From when I was a young boy, looking after the cows, into the forest. We never want to, leave the forest. Love it there. It is an area that supports a lot of life. Right here, from the small organism to the giant mammals or elephants, even though they do a little bit of destruction, this is what we're seeing here. But we do have a responsibility as a people, as a community, and the world in general, to take care of our environment. Now, we're just walking through a stream here that supports probably about 50,000 lives downstream. And if it were not the forest, if it were not the trees, watch out, there's a lot of safarians. This is what we're saying. The safarians would only grow where there's like water. I mean, it would be in a place where there's water. ama tuanze na ilikuwa mzuri huku isipokuwa ina involve kuingia ndani ya miti, ndani ya forest. This is beautiful. So we come to the source of view. Nafikiria tuende hivi, tuteremkie hapo, kuja mahali hiyo source iko, and then maybe we see hata kama tutarudi upande huu kufanya nini. So twende, wacha kwanza tuende hapo na gari tuangalie. So ni
twende.
Clean this water is. Yeah. Very clean. No contamination, just clean water. Ah, love it. Ama tuanze na ilikuwa mzuri huku isipokuwa ina involve kuingia ndani ya miti, ndani ya forest. This is beautiful. So we come to the source of view. Nafikiria tuende hivi, tuteremkie hapo, kuja mahali hiyo source iko, and then maybe we see hata kama tutarudi upande huu kufanya nini. So twende, wacha kwanza tuende hapo na gari tuangalie. So ni
twende.
Clean this water is. Yeah. Very clean. No contamination, just clean water. Ah, love it. People, we all have a responsibility. I would say this message to my community and the entire world, that let us just play a small role of taking care of the environment by making sure we don't cut trees, by making sure that we don't, overdo things. Yeah?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I used to rule the world. Seas had rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own.
Today, on World Rainforest Day, we invite you to join us. We invite you to celebrate. Celebrate the forest. Celebrate planet. Celebrate the nature. And celebrate our human connection to those things and how important and vital they are to our life, to our vitality, to our sustainability. And ultimately, this is our time to come together as people and planet, bringing it back into peace, balance, and harmony. Thank you for joining us on this great adventure. Thank you for your commitment, and enjoy World Rainforest Day.
Hola, buenas.
It's just amazing.
Hello, I am Dr. Susan Ogbe. I am speaking on behalf of the China Biodiversity and Green Development Foundation, CBCGDF, in China. This is the national park in Beijing, China. I take this walk to celebrate the World's Rainforest Day, holding on the 22nd of June. I work with purpose, and I work in solidarity with indigenous communities, with forest defenders, and with every living being whose future depends on our courage to act. This is not just a peaceful place, it is also a battleground. Forests across the world are under threat. extractive industries, illegal logging, and climate breakdown are erasing our ecosystem faster than we can protect them. But here's the truth. Earth is speaking, and we must respond. Forests are not sources to be exploited. They are sacred systems. They breathe life into our planet, hold back floods, cool our cities, hold stories older than any nation. At CBCGDF, we believe in action rooted in justice, science guided by empathy, and conservation driven by people and not profits. I work today for those who risk their lives to protect nature. I work for frontline communities, for future generations, and for Earth itself. And today, on this Rainforest Day, I say, let's all take this walk. Let's all get up, rise up, and defend the forest, because that is nature's gift to us, and we must protect it in any way we can. Thank you so much. While I take this walk, I would expect you all to listen to the various sounds and visions of the forest or the national park here in Beijing. It's the thrill for me. It's the peace. It's the tranquil here. Nature has blessed us, and we are not supposed to be a curse to nature, but to harmonize ourselves and live in harmony with nature. Yes, it's a call. It's the brilliance of nature. Look at that. The brilliance. Look at the beautiful horizon. You'll see that. Oh my goodness. It's just amazing. Different plant species. Okay. Oh, so beautiful.
So here's a root, a shoot, or a root, trying to come back to the ground. Eventually, it could make its way down there into the water. Like a stalagmite. And look at that. Some of the most gorgeous vine twirling. And listen to the birds. Listen to the forest and the birds. Can't see them, not easily, but they're everywhere around. Can you count the number of trees that you see? So how did I know there were going to be so many birds flying up there? It's because I heard a lot of water dropping right here. And of course it's not raining, and so it was the birds just flying away above and making all the water to drop all at once. You can see some of them. They're flying from tree to tree. There they are. Quite a few of them. Okay, so this is an odd tree. There it has the roots, but then look at it. It's going sideways. And then it comes right back down somewhere. Now, isn't that the most incredible thing you've seen? There's quite a few. See, the whole thing has roots all over, and then some of them go up, and some of them come right down again. Incredible. What a lovely web it is.
Just one, maybe it's a lost.
Oh, there, yes. There it is.
Oh, I can see it, yeah. Is there a few of them? Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So the capuchin monkey is very silent.
All right.
Is it bigger than the tamarin monkey?
Yes.
It's bigger.
When the side
It's digging into the trunk, isn't it? It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. There's another one.
Or as you can find in the rainforest, inside the forest, the broken egg. So it's capuchin monkey.
Oh.
Así es, Tarzan man. I was wondering what he was saying. The Tarzan wine. Okay, how good is it?
It's good. So it's a good practice because when I was
Wait.
no problem. It's only just kidding.
Okay, am I allowed to do that after you?
1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo-hoo. Relax. Now, and Deborah.
We're on a smaller canoe, but out on Rio Napo, going from Sunny Lodge to the community. The water is very still, but quite shallow in most places. There's a sandbar. We're on Rio Napo right now, as the sun is going to be setting in the next half an hour. Gorgeous, beautiful time of the day. There's an emergent tree rising way above everything else. On this little sandbar, there's cecropia growing. This river moves so fast. There's also the debris that the rains bring. It's beautiful and calm, even above the sound of the motor. And we have to continue zigzagging to avoid shallow areas and any debris that can damage the boat or get us stuck. You can smell the ajo, that tree, ajo de monte. Yeah, it's pretty cool, no? Is manglar. It's like a mangrove. It's like what would you find in a mangrove forest. It goes way, way up. It's incredible. How es más de 100 feet, no. ¿Cuántos metros?
Tiene como 28, ¿no?
Sí. There you can see those very beautiful parrots. They're green and beautiful. Look at that.
No, suban nomás. Suban. Aquí está bonito.
Oh good, he's taking good pictures.
El Amazon.
So this is what happens. You walk, you walk, you walk. You keep going. And then you know you're going to get to the water. It's just beautiful. Look at that. See the water. They were threatening to leave me. They did leave me. Yikes! Just look at this. What beautiful waterways.
Esta parte no era hasta allá, ¿viste? Sí.
Chasing the blue morpho, which is here. But now I don't know where. Sí, pero...
Más abajo, más o menos 1.20 arriba está. ¿Sí lo vio?
No. Ah, sí. There it goes, flying away. Huh. So here we are again at a mother tree in the forest. It's a ceibo, often sadly cut down because it has very strong wood and humans don't respect the fact that it has lived here for so long and the fact that it supports so much life, and it towers over the canopy. Grand and beautiful and has a long time to go yet. Primero, ¿no? Sí, there's a bullet ant. If that bites, you are in trouble for 24 hours, ¿no? Más de 24 horas, ¿no? Sí, hay muchos. The bullet ants. Sí. Ah, there's the home of the bullet ants. See, it just went inside. Yeah, if they bite, you're in trouble for hours. But there's the original tree. And then here's the outer tree strangling the other one over many, many years. Yeah. So look at this vine. At one point it was around this very small tree, and then it sort of keeps going, and it keeps going. And then the next thing, it somehow finds a way to go all the way up. It's just incredible. And there's another one that's sending its roots down. And there we are. And it has, maybe 6 feet more to go. A little bit more. It's taller than me. Maybe 7 feet.
These hummingbirds in slow motion. And they had a zip line in the forest and da-da-da-da. They forgot the sound cable. 42 pelican cases, and they didn't have a sound cable. And the cameraman was furious.
Of course.
Because he said, I need to record the rain and the sounds of the forest. And they said, well, we can get one from, try to have it sent over by the BBC, but they never could get it. And so they said, well, I'll have to, what do they call it? Something over the, and they had a list of all of this stuff that they brought. And somebody forgot all the money, all the time. They were here 3 weeks.
But they didn't get
They
anybody-
didn't have any sound cable. One little cable somebody forgot to put in. Okay.
Just look at that. Oops, sorry. I got distracted with all this moss close by.
Well, and look at these wonderful. More spores.
Oh my. Look at that.
Fungi everywhere.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that
little-
amazing? And all on this wonderful fallen
What's
branch.
buzzing us now?
These are orchids. These are little orchids. So these little, and it's in bloom. That's a little orchid. What's buzzing us is probably, what was that?
I'm trying to get the orchid that's in bloom on camera, and I'm not sure I can.
Well, there's two. Here's one back here. This yellow
yeah,
one.
I see the.
And then this one right here.
I see both actually.
It's hard with a camera.
No, I got it.
Uh-oh, the rains have come.
That's what it does, right? It rains.
Well, sometimes we do have rainless days.
Really?
You don't believe me.
I have not been here when you've had a rainless day.
Well, you come for like 20 hours.
Yes.
Max, and half of that is night, so you're not here very often.
I have been in our cloud forest project in the community, and yeah, we've had days where there've been no rain, and it's shocking to the community too, because something's changing.
Mm-hmm.
Something's changing the weather, and everybody's alarmed because the cock of the rock used to be lower, and they've moved
higher. Well, that's probably because they've cut the forest.
No, in that part it's all intact, Jane.
Well, but somebody's cut some forest around there and probably altered the water, because if they have to be near a creek or a waterway, because the females nest on boulders in the water.
Well, something's happened.
Something's happened, yeah.
But they're going higher up, where they've never been.
That's strange.
Yeah, I mean, they're much higher up.
Let's go here real quick before it's...
And that's kind of scary to me.
Well, that's what happens here. And they say it's because the cloud level is moving up the mountain. But if you look at Mariella's thesis.
Okay.
She documented it beautifully with satellite imagery. And you're going to get wet here.
I'm fine. I have several pairs of socks.
With satellite imagery. I'm trying to find the trail. I can't seem to find it. And aerial photography. How on the far side of the highway, there's just hardly no habitat. Okay, ayúdale a la señora. ¿Ya barrió todo? Okay. Y las perritas ya están adentro y han comido y... Okay. And you can see with her imagery how the highway has separated that part and this part.
Yeah.
And the lower part is where everybody's cut the forest.
Oh, wow.
And because it's more accessible, it's flatter, da-da-da. Here's another slug.
Wait, it looks just like a leaf.
Well,
I could have stepped on it, Jane. Hang on. Yikes. I would have stepped on it and it would be like squish.
Exactly.
Ooh. Thank goodness I didn't. I'm glad you're walking ahead of me.
Well, you don't want to get that slimy yellow stuff on your sandals. So you can't get it off.
Ew.
You really can't. Okay, this is another one of my favorite zones.
Oh, wow, look at that.
This is a cedar tree I was telling you about. These are...
I love this. Look at the color.
Isn't that pretty? This is a sunflower.
Really? Growing in between?
Yeah. It's turned into a
mossy little heaven.
A little planet, yes.
Oh, wow. How did a sunflower tree, plant, shrub...
turn into a moss planet?
Yeah.
It's called rain.
And moss and... Yeah, amazing.
However, if you come down here, what do you notice about this tree?
Wow. How old is it?
Well, I don't know, but it has no moss on the trunk.
Because it's one that...
It's moss resistant.
Is that why it's grown so much bigger than others?
Exactly.
Huh.
And it is a serious tree. Yeah. This is Leslidaceae. I can't say it with this retainer in my mouth. And it's called the monkey pot tree because it produces these big clay pots, believe it or not, with lids that have seeds inside of it.
Really?
Uh-huh. And look at all the bromeliads at this.
I mean, this is just full of bromeliads.
And those bromeliads, most of them are full of
frogs?
Of rain frogs. And it's called Pristimantis eremitus is the frog that mostly inhabits these bromeliads.
Wow.
But you see the whole system here? You have a steel trunk and pretty much steel branches.
Yeah, really
and
hard.
The moss doesn't really invade the branch or the trunk. It might stick on to the external part. But because of that, you have this entire planet of bromeliads. Look at you can see the...
And you can see all these orchids too.
I was just going to say the orchids with all their spores on them and other things.
Yeah. Too bad it's the daytime. You can't really
Well,
see
you can't hear the frogs, but
And,
they're at night they're calling.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
But and this is...
what a little...
Well, I mean, look at it. Look at from here. Look at this trunk that goes all the way up here.
Yeah. Oh my, look at all that moss.
And look at all that serious moss.
Yeah.
And guess where we found the Mutabilis frog?
Here?
Finally. In that moss, but not in this particular tree, in this tree down here.
The first time when you found it and identified it. Oops, sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, I was still going and trying to just capture this. Oh my gosh.
You know the rubiaceae that was falling on the patio? This is where we're planted and it's now growing.
Ah.
Some of them are sprouting well. One place, we planted them all over the place.
Look at this poor bromelia. It just fell.
It fell, uh-huh. Look from down here. Look up there.
Huh.
All that.
Look at that little heaven of life. Oh my gosh. It's like a little planet of its own, isn't it?
And exactly. And then you have all of the same thing here. If you look, this is another one of your...
Oh yeah, it's all that
and
red.
yet it's a different...
I can see the flowers
you
actually.
See the flower, but they're different here. It's a different flower.
Yeah.
Here's
Look,
the flower right here.
Yeah.
So it's the same genus, but not the same species. But because this climbs up high in the tree...
Oh, and I can see there.
Well, look up here. The red
flowers.
flowers.
I can see all the flowers everywhere.
So if you're a hummingbird down here, hey, there's red up there. Your camera's going to get dirty, but let me just show you the holotype tree. So when you know the whole story about Mutabilis.
Yes.
That Kathy Krynak and
Hang
Tim.
on, before you start, let me do this. Wait, don't start yet.
Let's get to where it's not raining on you.
Okay. Because I'm going to create more space to make sure that we have no interruption.
Here's the flower of the Clusiaceae.
Oh my, let me do that and
Isn't
then
that pretty?
Stop for a second. Oh my.
That's the actual flower.
This is gorgeous. Look at it. I'm just fascinated. Oh, what dropping is that?
I don't really know. It looks like dog to me. It might be one of my dogs. Might be able to see that for all I know.
Okay.
It could holotype tree from the recently discovered Pristimantis mutabilis, which is known as the shape-shifting rain frog. But look at the moss. It lives in this old, dense moss, way down in there. And I can explain the whole series when we get back to the pictures and all. But we found it because when I left my house, I heard a frog calling, and I didn't know what the frog was. I'd heard the sound, but it was like, what is that? So I hired a fellow who had worked with us on a frog program, and told Henry, I said, find out what this is because it's driving me crazy. I know it's not a bird. Maybe it's a insect, but he was very good at finding frogs, and he eventually found this is the holotype tree, and that is how that frog became eventually described. The whole story, started with Kathy finding it in the on a leaf. And there's a whole, that was in 2005. It took, the description finally came out in 2012, I think. So it was a 7-year process to get all that started. No, finished. But anyway, that's where this frog lives. And if you want to watch it on the BBC production, they have footage of the frog changing shape.
its shape. What I remember is it was a night when the two of them had found a frog. They'd seen it. In the morning, they had a little fight because...
Well, they didn't really have a fight, but they went out at night.
And
they, you know, they're frog people, so they were looking for frogs. And Kathy found this frog on a leaf, and she said, wow, you know, wonder what this is. So she catches it and puts it in a sack with moss and so forth. And then they bring it back up that night and kept it because they wanted to take pictures the next day. Then they take them back and let them go. And then the next morning, she opens it up and she says, Tim, what did you do with my frog? And Tim's like, I didn't do anything with your frog. And she said, well, this is not the frog I caught last night. And he said, it must be because I didn't touch it. And she was, you know, like, this is not right. There's something wrong here. And as she was looking at it, it started to change shape. And she's like, Tim, look at this. And they're both watching it. And I heard what was going on. And I said, Tim, get a video of whatever it's doing. Get a video. So he got his camera set up. He didn't have video at that time, but he could take every 10 seconds. And so he got the first pictures of this frog changing shape within 50 seconds. So it's not like, you know, tomorrow or next week. It does it basically on command. And so at that point, they didn't really know what it was. It was really neat. It was a neat frog. So she said, well, somebody will know what this is. And so they took it back and let it go. Well, come to find out, nobody had a clue as to what it was. And then it was like, uh-oh, we need to find more of these frogs. I think it took 7 years to find more frogs. And the next round of frogs that they found was this one here.
On this tree.
Yeah. Carl Hutter, who was another frog person, had found what he thought were some of the females. I think he actually found a male or so somewhere. But finding enough of them to describe the species, you have to have a certain number of individuals to be able to describe it, especially when it changes shape. So, you know, what are you describing? Which shape are you describing in this frog? And so when we finally discovered the vocalization of it, then we could hear it and know where it was and be able to collect enough to be able to describe the species.
And you said there are 6 trees here?
There are 11 trees here that we know has enough of this kind of moss to where the males actually will vocalize from it. This is the male's lair, if you will. He vocalizes from this, just like some of the frogs vocalize from bromeliads or the ground or whatever. This is his habitat. And my theory is that when these big strong-billed wood creepers come in and they probe into this moss for little whatever they want to eat, this guy turns into a spine and the bird doesn't want to eat it.
Right.
So, you know, that's his camouflage. Just change shape real fast. And then, you know, when the female comes along, of course, you don't want to be spiny. What female's going to want a spiny mate? And so he has to go smooth again. And so, you know, that's what he does. But it has to be this, you'll see the different kinds of moss. This is this big, thick, you know, serious, round
balls
of moss, as opposed to that moss up there, or wherever that moss was that was
even here, on
hanging.
this tree. It just hangs on this tree.
That moss is not good enough.
Conducive to...
Yeah, it has to be...
yeah.
Well, that's not moss, those are ferns.
No,
but anyway,
down here.
Yeah, but as you can see, I think on this other tree up here... Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's an insect.
Where do the females live?
Well, you know, who knows?
Oh, because we still don't know.
Don't know much about the females. We have taken pictures. I haven't. The guys have taken pictures.
Do the females do the same thing?
Well, nobody really knows about the females. We've seen pictures, even in this tree. Henry took pictures, the guy who discovered the frog that went with the vocalization. And of a female frog, because the females are much larger than the males. And the male mutabus and a female frog, but the female frog doesn't really fit. I mean, anything, the male. So it may not have been. Look at this stuff on this tree.
This is just gorgeous.
But see, this is different kind of moss.
Yeah, it is.
This is not big enough for those.
Oh, and look,
this one fell. Here you have more fungi everywhere. Those are shell fungus.
Yeah.
But that fell from this tree.
And it continues when it falls. Like that one.
But you see the difference in the kind of moss. This is not good enough moss for those guys. And so the question becomes not only the moss, but that tree, what species of tree is that to be able to serve as the host, shall we say, of those big heavy balls of moss?
And what has been cleared in this whole area.
Exactly.
And keeps getting cleared just for
without anybody
pastures.
knowing. Well, for pasture, and they use the wood for, this even has a machete. You can see, look, this had a,
oh, wow, yeah.
You see the fence? This was a cow fence.
Oh, yeah.
This was machete. So this tree has survived cow pasture. We need to cut this. I didn't do anything because I didn't want to damage the tree. It survived the machete cuts. It survives the rain. It survived. This is like a pillar,
right,
of the cloud forest. And it's the Eichweiler is the genus, Eichweiler.
And it's continued to be a host to all this life.
Yeah.
And up there, all that moss.
Mm-hmm. Huh. This is sort of a goddess tree. A mama tree.
Look at this child.
Isn't that pretty? That's a melastone. You see the parallel veins?
Yeah. I don't know why I called it child, but I did.
Well, it looks like a child.
Hey, where do we want to plant the mahogany?
Well,
I have 3 more seeds in my pocket.
Where do you want to
plant them? And Bill
would
say that they're
we can plant them anywhere.
Making a hole in my...
They burning?
Burning a hole in my pocket.
Okay. Let's go over here. There's lots of places. We can plant it anywhere. Plant them anywhere.
Oh, wow. It's really close to your house. It's
right there.
Wow.
Yeah. And these trees around here that have that kind of moss, the big balls of moss, they have the frogs.
So you've got to really keep them safe.
Exactly. That's why
that guy is a fascinating frog.
Well, and what's even more well, I mean, the frog in itself is amazing. But the question becomes, okay, during hundreds of years, frog researchers go out, find a frog, catch it, put it in alcohol, and bring it back and try to identify.
But they never...
They never watch it long enough to see what it does.
So the fact that for something that's been observed for so long, nobody had seen a frog do that.
And they don't know that maybe other frogs don't do that.
Yeah.
So the whole concept of taxonomy, frog taxonomy,
it's
is kind of like, are these really 2 species or is it just one species that changes?
Yeah, it's an incomplete understanding, right?
In my view.
Yeah.
You know, clearly not all frogs are going to change shape, but you're not going to know if you kill it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Well, what they base the descriptions on oftentimes is the color in life, the color in preservative, the pattern, whether it has tubercles. Okay, you know what tubercles are, the little spines. And come to find out, there's several other species of frogs around here who also form tubercles.
Really?
So that's not a way to describe a species. That's just sort of like saying all humans have dark hair. And then all of a sudden people start dyeing their hair. It's like, that doesn't work anymore, you know?
No.
So, I mean, it's that same kind of, you can't generalize. But it's not only that they're changed, but they're different species. So that's a huge difference. So what were we going to do? We're going to go look at those pictures.
That's right.
Can I undo this and go put my coat on again?
Maybe I'll do that too.
Okay.
Let me go get coat. And we're going to find place to plant these checks.
Yeah, we'll take those and then I'll meet you over in the dining area.
Okay. talk about that. That's actually cool.
Well, there's not much to talk about, but at least you see, if you come down here, you can see it a little bit better.
We were looking at the pictures, and yeah, this was all. Yeah, that's right, because you had that oven.
Here is this, what do you call it, water heater.
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk back this way. What are you doing?
I'll follow you.
Okay.
And then here are all these amazing hummingbird feeders.
So this is where that picture was taken, and you can see, remember, it had nothing.
Yeah, there was just pasture.
It was pasture.
Oh my God, is that pumpkin?
That's a different pumpkin. I don't think that's pumpkin. No, maybe it is. He's not back there. I'm getting all twisted.
Oh my, but look, the colors, Jane.
Isn't that beautiful? Those are the colors you have in your shoes and your sandals. So even if when they wear out, you have to put them on your wall or something. Look at that aqua. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, I like it that I'm wearing a shirt that color today. Oh no.
You know what? That's what I wanted to do, is to go see if any of these. Let's do that first to see if they're bathing.
Oh, that's right. We were going to go
because
see if they're bathing.
Okay, we're connected. So
no, I'm going to go around you.
Okay.
I just wanted him to fly, but he won't fly. Really?
But they also see this big flower coming in.
Oh, I'm sorry to be the big red flower.
That was kind of cool. But I think this might be too much water for them right now, actually.
He was right there when we came. Hello, you want to come back?
Somebody's coming in back there. It's not a hummingbird. Okay, this interesting bird is coming in.
Oh,
there he is. Now look at him. Can you get that on a video?
I'm trying.
Do you see it? Come where I am if you can, slowly. If you don't see it.
I'm just wondering if I can see him bathing. I don't know if my camera. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh my, there you are.
There's a good view from here.
Yeah, I can. I'm not gonna move because I found him here.
Okay.
And he's in the middle of my. Oh my, he's bathing.
Isn't that fun?
I had no idea that hummingbirds.
Now, don't move because there's another bird coming in. He may not come in.
I can see the white and the turquoise.
And he bends over. He splatters under his wings and under his neck, and he's like getting a serious shower here. And oftentimes there's 3 or 4 of them.
That's incredible. Wow.
Isn't that fun? Here comes another one. Here comes another one.
I'm trying to see where the other one is.
You see the other one? I'm afraid to move.
If I move, I don't see this chap.
Okay, well, don't move. The other one is there somewhere, but I don't see him right now. But it's the same species. It's a hummingbird that came in. And there are times when it's not even raining, but it starts getting a little dark, like it's going to rain.
And they come.
And they come over here waiting for the water.
Really, they know.
Isn't that fun? I was just like, this is right here outside my bed. Are you getting all this footage of him?
Yes, I am.
Isn't that great? Here comes the other one.
Where is... Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
But the other one's just sitting there.
Well, they kind of, they're very belligerent to each other.
Really?
I don't know so much about water, shower space, but certainly food. See, look, he's leaning over to try to bathe under his wings. There came another one. Something else just came flying in.
It's like when you go to a springs or something and we all wait our turns too.
It's like being at the shower in the gym or something. You gotta wait until everybody's finished.
Hello, hummingbird.
There's 3 or 4 other birds coming in. I can't quite see them, but I see them coming near at least.
Thank goodness he's got that white tail.
Yeah, it's hard otherwise to see them. There's the flower piercer right here getting ready to come in.
I don't see the flower piercer.
He's even opening his mouth to drink some of that. That's amazing.
Hello, bud.
See if those other ones showed up. I don't know where they went.
I'm trying to see if I get a little closer.
But you can't get too close to it or you get too wet. For the bird, I mean.
No, here, got it.
He knows exactly
now
where it
got
is.
a nice clearing.
If you can come here, it's really
better?
a good opening. I don't know what you're looking at.
Here,
but just
will you
move
hold the
very
umbrella
slowly.
for me, though?
Yeah. And I've got the wire, Mike's wire. It's good. Just keep coming right in. Come a little bit past me.
Oh my!
You see it?
An
Now be
opening.
careful this black cable. Wait a minute. Where is it? Is that better? I don't know where the cable went.
Yeah, I see. There he is.
Okay, the cable is right behind you, so don't move. There it is.
No,
I've got it now. Okay.
Oh my! You can get under the wings. You can.
Isn't that
see.
great?
Look at that.
Oh, he got chased away by two more.
By the other one.
One of them will be back, so just wait. They'll be back. That fern.
I don't see him. He's there.
Well, the water level changes, and so they move. Well, he's right there. I can see him from here.
You can?
Come over here. See, he's further back. He's on that horizontal.
Oh, I see him.
You got it? Okay. It's a little farther away.
Oh, you moved.
Did he leave?
Yeah, you've moved.
Oh, wait, there's two. Oh, no, it's just one, but he's back at the exact same place.
Oh, there he is.
Bathing in this cold weather, in this cold water. I wish I had their temperature regulation mechanism.
He moved away, came back. Come on, where'd you go?
But isn't it great? I mean, it's like you get a little, what's the term? A little glimpse of their private life, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're getting a glimpse. Okay, he moved.
He's still there. He's still, he goes and comes back. Careful with the cable. Yeah, he's, wait, no, he's here. He's in the same place.
Oh, he did. So he moved and he came back.
No, I'm all twisted in this cable.
There he is. I just want this camera to pick up color. There we are. Okay, let's see if I can get a steady hand.
He kind of goes.
Yeah, he just goes and comes back.
He goes and comes back. He may be feeding on something too. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he drove away the other ones.
Oh, come on, stable hand, please. Turn around.
He's not really bathing anymore, I don't think. He's feeding or something. I don't know what he's doing. And he left.
What I was going to do was get stability like this.
Well, it quit raining. I mean, he doesn't. The shower kind of went away.
No, you know what I was going to do? Finally, I figured out how to do it. Hold it against my stomach or something. Hey, look at that. Let's see.
Oh wow! Don't you love that aqua color?
Yeah. I'm going to try and stay very stable.
Lean up against the wall. Well, it's not really your body. It's just this thing probably.
No, it's my body. I'm shaky.
But look at you can. Oh, he's gone. He's given up.
No,
Okay.
look at him.
You got it? Oh, that's fabulous. Ooh.
The colors are just so beautiful.
You got to get it the right light, the right angle. He's putting on a show.
Yeah. Hi. You're right below me.
I know. He has no fear of us, does he?
No. You're back. Hey.
Let's see what else. I want you to see a giant earthworm on your camera.
Oops. A butterfly.
Where? Oh,
He just
Seder,
went
yeah.
behind. Oh, look at this guy. This tree fern is just...
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It is like reaching for the sky. Well, I'm not sure where to put this. I think let's go that way because
the
idea is to spread these out a little bit. I think
Make sure that this grass does not live.
Well, and I don't really need to plant them next to the forest because it's already forest. Hollow stem is finally coming in.
Yeah. It's trying.
Yeah, but it's we really haven't done too much up here. We've planted a few things, but
What part of Africa does it live in normally?
I don't really know. The savanna, I guess.
Look at that bromeliad. It's huge.
I'm sorry?
The bromeliad there?
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah. All right.
And you see all these croton trees. They manage to survive even in the grass.
In the midst of all this grass.
Yeah. And these trees provide shade too, and the grass needs sun. So little by little,
so when the trees
that will help to give the shade. Okay, we planted a few things here. Where is there some soil?
Do you ever come and sit here?
Oh, I do. It's and you see these tree ferns. Ooh, it's cold right now. Well, I don't know where to plant these. Let's plant one right here. Did he plant one
Should
here?
we plant one here? What have they planted here?
This is that plant that has the yellow flowers.
Ah.
We could plant something right here.
You think?
That's hard though. Let's see. This is a baccharis. This looks like a cestrum. What is that? Oh, garbage. Okay. Somebody's been eating a lot here.
Yep. Having a good old time. Mm-hmm. And laying eggs.
Did you see eggs?
No, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Snake spit. I think that's supposed to be a kind of spider does that, as I recall.
That's a lot of spit.
Well, the spit is just
I know.
Okay. Protect the eggs. But yeah, it's interesting. Look at that little drip tip. Yep. Probably what's been eating this laid its eggs there. Or something just flew by as if to make me go away. Maybe it was that.
Look at that forest. It's just beautiful.
I want to find a frog.
I know, I want to see a frog. All right, froggies. But they're not going to be here so much, are they?
Well, they oftentimes are.
Yeah.
But they're fast right now. They're zooming all over the place.
Okay.
It's like just when you see, there's one right there. You see that?
Oh, I see him.
Okay, I don't know if you can get it. It's a W9.
I see him.
If we go any closer, he's gonna hop.
He's gonna jump. I see him. There he is. Oh my! Here, hang on. Let me see if I can take a picture. Get my hand steady.
Can you get closer? I would take it now because he sees us.
I know. I've taken a couple of pictures.
Okay.
And then I'll try and go closer to see.
I won't move. I'll just stay here.
To see if I can get him. And I'll go full zoom. I mean, I won't go zoom because maybe I can go full zoom. I'd be better off if I can. Someone just
can you keep him in the view?
That's what I'm trying with keeping a steady hand.
Oh, that's so hard.
Don't jump. Don't jump, my little froggy. Don't jump.
There he is. That's good.
Smile.
That's fantastic photos.
Yeah.
That's great.
Smile. He takes a picture sometimes when I say that.
He's like, I'm not going to move because this is my camouflage.
Wow.
You see it has like a W on its shoulders?
Yeah.
That's the name of the frog, is W. nigrum for some reason. That's fantastic.
You got me 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
And he is not going to move a muscle.
Wow, look at that.
That's really good. Great photograph. Or a video, I don't know what you're taking.
It is a video, yeah. Hi. Now it's a battle of how long I can keep my...
I was going to say, I'm impressed.
Hi.
But you've got enough of it to know what the species is.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And it seems like the photograph or video is excellent from what I can tell.
Okay. Huh.
That's a really good camera.
It is.
When you look and see
Surprisingly.
how tiny that frog is.
When I do this. Oops.
It's still there. And he says, my camouflage has worked. And I'm just going to sit right here, and they're going to walk right by me, and they never even saw me. Ha. Well done.
Oh, that was fun.
That's amazing, because they almost always, I thought it's going to jump, it's going to jump, it's going to jump.
Okay.
Okay.
Things one can do.
But now you see the problem with this, how thick these roots are of this grass.
Yeah.
Something
I
else.
think this is what I try to explain to people, why.
What was that? No,
Oh,
it's just
that's
a bug.
little bug, but he's so lovely looking.
I don't think you can get
Get
it.
him
It's
on
like
here
a
now.
piece of dirt, blue dirt, tiny. I'm going to plant one of these right in here somewhere.
Here?
I think so. Would that work? I don't know if it will.
Where do we want to plant it? Oh, nice.
I think so. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, actually, once you get there, it's like hard.
It's
It
hard.
has to be soft enough to where the roots can grow.
Yeah. Okay. It stopped raining enough that I can take
Yeah.
my hood off.
It's actually kind of nice not to have rain on my glasses. I can't see anything. Oh. Look at these tree ferns.
I won't say what kind of phone mine is, but they should give us money for advertising on their bloody phone.
You don't know what kind of phone it is?
Of course I do. I just said I don't want to advertise it. Oh, look at that.
Do you have to advertise? What?
No, I
Oh,
don't
isn't
want
that
to.
pretty?
I don't want to give them credit for having a great.
Well, they
Look
do
at
have
that.
a great phone.
They do, actually. This is one of the reasons why I bought this particular camera.
Well, I don't know if the phone's any good, but the camera's great.
No, but they
Okay.
both are.
Okay.
And I bought it for that reason, actually. And it has served me very well, and people are shocked. And
Well, and if, look at what you're filming in.
in this kind of weather.
What's that? A butterfly, I guess. Yeah, in rain, in mist, in fog.
And I've done it in the lowland forest as well, and
which is steam and heat and all of that, just the
and it did
opposite.
well.
So I say give them credit. Maybe they'll give you a new phone. Ask them if they want to, what's the word?
Get an endorsement or
endorse Rainforest.
Partnership for saying I've been using your phone. Oh, I
sure
was
they-
thinking the Thermarest people should have given us something too. I spoke so well of those bloody mats that allowed me to sleep. And that inch of air changes your days because your nights are so much better.
Well, I often think of that, Look at this. Look at this spider web right here.
Oh gosh, I don't want to.
It's going from this tree fern
all the
way over to here.
Oh, here, you can see it. Oh, shit.
Where's the
Sorry.
spider? I don't see the spider anymore.
You can see it in this frame. Okay, I'm going to walk underneath.
It's kind of torn.
But
So.
here he is. Yeah,
You
I don't
see the spider?
No.
I don't see the spider either.
But that's a very long distance.
That was a lot of
to
effort.
Go. All
Not a
the
very
way
good
over
place.
and then
Probably a bird went through it, and it's like, not good. Well,
I shall go underneath. And there we are, intact as ever.
okay, we've got to plant these
Oh
seeds.
my, look at this tree fern, Jane.
That's a double one. You see him?
But not just that. Look how tall it is.
I know.
It's 10, 20,
Isn't
30,
that amazing?
Maybe 50 feet tall. Well, no, not 50, but it's
Well,
low.
maybe 30. No.
No, it's 40.
25 maybe?
No, it's more. Okay.
But it's
10,
more than,
20,
is it 3
30.
stories? Is that
It's
3
more
stories?
than 3 stories.
You think?
Because it's further down, no?
Well, a little bit. But 30 feet at least, 35.
Yeah, it's 35. Yeah.
Oh, a bear left these sticks crossed in the road.
You think because I'm here, the bear's going to come out and greet us.
I don't know.
I don't think it does it every time.
I don't know.
I would be less afraid if you're with me.
Well, I hate to tell you, you're not in any better condition. If I'm here, I'll run.
That's what happened when
I'll run and
we
tell
were
you to run too.
We were about to be stampeded by about 100 white-lipped
100
peccaries.
white? Oh, peccaries.
And Bill said, I said, what were you going to do if it came our way? And he said, I'd already figured out what tree I was going to go to. And I was like, what about me?
You need to figure out what tree you're going to be in. This is a nice little centripogon.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cold. I get chilled sometimes, and that's what happened yesterday. I got so cold.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You did. Look at that. Come on.
I'm not doing it justice. It should be this way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a...
I'm shaking, and the tree's shaking, and the earth
Okay,
here
that's
shakes.
better.
So you're not going to get much. But some of these might be better. I don't know. Oops.
Yeah, this chap. So where are we planting it?
Well, I don't know. I can't find any places
We'll keep
worthy.
going further. Because we're meant to go further, Jane. That's
You
why.
think?
Yes.
Well, as long as you don't miss your ride, or whatever.
I'm not missing my ride for quite a while.
Okay, I have no idea. I didn't bring my... I bought 2 watches in the U.S. to wear watches, and then I forget to put them on. So I
Well-
still don't know what time it is.
I'm not missing a ride at all.
Well, you're the timekeeper, because I'm
told.
I'm watch free. Oh, you got your phone.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And I have a battery.
Look at this. Isn't this pretty?
This is just gorgeous.
Okay, we've got to plant.
And it's going
gotta
into the
plant. Let's see,
gulch.
what is this right here? Oh, God, that's a
The
rock.
gulch, the gulch, the gulch.
The gulch.
It's a nice thick forest. of
Fern gulch.
gulches. The fern gulch.
I know, but I can't look up anymore because it's
Don't
raining
give
again.
it such big drops of
I
water.
don't think there's any place to plant these seeds. Well, what's wrong? We're gonna plant these seeds closer to the house. This is just too hard. The soil is too
compacted.
Too compacted, I guess. Whatever it is. Okay. Well, that
You wanna
goes
try
back.
a little bit more?
Okay, it's up to you.
Yeah. I'm not worried about getting wet because I'm going to change clothes.
But oh, okay. Well, good. Those are the jays calling.
Look at those leaves. They're so beautiful and big. Up there.
Wow, yeah. Where is that bird? It sounds very close. Oh, gosh.
Oh, I can hear it. I can't tell where.
I need glasses that have, like...
wipers.
Well, or they have a shield so that the water won't get between my glasses.
So we need umbrellas.
That's probably a good idea. I'm glad we left all of our umbrellas back there. But you know, when you walk with umbrellas, you can't see much.
Umbrellas for phones and umbrellas for glasses.
That's
I think
true.
we're gonna- I'm
That's
going
just
to
all you
take
need is a
one.
little
Yeah.
I guess they call it a visor. You could actually use a visor.
You could do that.
But I never use any of the things that I get.
Well, that
I have
takes away your
100
vision.
umbrellas. Do I ever use them? No. And if I do, I forget where I leave them.
Well, it's hard to walk with them. It's hard to walk with them and film things.
Well, and then you
things.
can't see, and there's something else to carry. Yeah. It's a hard life. We need a little Sherpa. What are these little seeds? Somebody's been eating all of these. What is all of this?
I wonder what it is.
But they look like they've been eaten, but maybe not. Okay. More palms. There's more of these little. Remember, did you ever play jacks as a child?
Yes.
Okay, these look like jacks. The jacks tree.
Wow, look at this old tree.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And it's full of bromeliads up there too.
It's just, let me see if
Isn't that great?
Yeah, he just keeps going and going and going and going. Oh my, you are amazing.
Panorama, why are you videoing?
Do not spoil my video by talking into it.
It takes like...
Look at that.
Is this one a bromeliad?
Yep. Oh no, that's not. That's an orchid.
Oh, it is?
Also, which is also we have the killer tree we call the strong leaf trees. Killed another plants, another trees.
Oh, it's got a very blue beak. Is it a macaw? It's got an incredibly blue beak.
Oh my god. Do you see what I mean about the sunset? Isn't it something else?
Oh, damn you. They just turned to that very blue beak.
Just look at it. Hey Ron, do you have your binoculars? What?
Oh, it's got a very blue beak. Is it a macaw? It's got an incredibly blue beak.
Oh my god. Do you see what I mean about the sunset? Isn't it something else?
Oh, damn you. They just turned to that very blue beak.
Just look at it. Hey Ron, do you have your binoculars? What?
You see the grass is flattened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That means maybe an anaconda or caiman.
It's a good shot.
regular fig can't grow by itself?
No.
It
No,
it always needs a host.
Always needs horse tree.
Is that a hug
From the top.
or is that a strangle?
Exactly. So
Strangle
for example,
tree.
there's monkeys,
Strangler fig.
birds, and they eat the fruit, the seeds. So they defecate at the top of the tree. So this fruit pass through the system, which is ready to sprout. So at the beginning, it makes its own.
I mean, we all trade each other's work. We all have these crazy cabinets. Actually, the greatest thing at Southside is here. Pretty.
Look at that.
This is much bushy trees because too many epiphyte plants growing on them. Yeah, epiphytes. Epiphytes, lots of liana.
Okay, let's get back before they decide that we're...
What do you mean?
That's great. Oh yeah, I think
he has an hour. Okay, are we there yet?
No.
Así es también allá en San Carlos, donde de la mina. Así también es la montaña allá al otro lado.
Y más o menos la mitad de la propiedad.
Ya está ahí. Acá te ve ahí. Sí. Mejor grabo el celular de Pablo. Entonces estás peleando con mi cámara de mierda.
Les presento a esta hermosa abeja solitaria del género Mesocheira, probablemente la especie Mesocheira bicolor. Se puede distinguir por la forma puntiaguda de su abdomen, su color azul metalizado, las manchas negras de sus alas y los lóbulos en su espalda. A esta abejita se le conoce como la abeja aceitera, ya que se especializa en recolectar aceites florales. Pero esta especie también se caracteriza por ser una especie cleptoparasítica. Esto quiere decir que son abejas que aprovechan los nidos de otras solitarias para poner sus huevos y de esta forma sus larvas aprovecharán los recursos que esa otra abeja recolectó. ¿Y ustedes qué creen? ¿Que esta abejita está buscando dónde poner su huevo y aprovechar los recursos de estas otras abejas? ¿O solo estaba de visita? Bueno, me puse a buscar y resulta que este es el escarabajo Macraspis crisis de la familia Rutellinae, que se caracteriza por su coloración así metalizada, verde rojiza. Las especies de este género Macraspis se distribuyen de México a Argentina y los adultos son diurnos y se alimentan del néctar y los pétalos de las flores. ¿Qué tal esta belleza? ¿La habían visto? Yo es primera vez que la veo, pero definitivamente un escarabajo hermoso. Hola y bienvenidos a este hermoso jardín de polinizadores. Este tipo de jardines sirve para proteger y alimentar la fauna nativa. A estos jardines llegan mariposas, abejas, colibrís y muchos otros animales. Este jardín, por ejemplo, queda en el Valle Aburrá, así que vamos a ver qué tipo de fauna trae. Les presento a las abejas Melipona costarricensis. Estas abejas son conocidas como abejas boca de sapo, por la forma característica de su piquera, que es la entrada a su colmena. Esta es una de las especies de abejas sin aguijón que podemos encontrar en Colombia y mide aproximadamente 8 a 9 milímetros. Como pueden ver, ellas construyen potes de cera y propóleo, donde almacenan su miel y su polen. Por cierto, su miel es extremadamente deliciosa y se caracteriza por tener propiedades antioxidantes y antifúngicas, por lo que suele ser usada con fines alimenticios o cosméticos. Esta especie es de comportamiento tímido, por lo tanto, al no tener aguijón, son inofensivas, aunque de vez en cuando deciden morder para proteger su colmena.
Auditorium.
I'm sweating you. No.
You want to still? I want to still of the two birds. You can
They
just
take us
you can take
to-
a still of the video.
I think John may get a good picture.
I only got one version still.
No, John's got both, probably.
I think I've got both of them.
They're just beautiful.
Picture monkey.
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Oh, Jesus. Hey! Stop it. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come on.